At the beginning of the story, we see a 36-year-old woman named Maddie. Her mother had taken out a loan to buy a house, but now her mother is gone, and her father lives separately. So Maddie has to repay the house loan herself. To earn money, Maddie drives for Uber at night and works part-time at a bar during the day. But today, a government employee comes to her house and starts confiscating her car because she hasn't paid this month's house installment either. This government employee is actually Maddie's ex-boyfriend, so Maddie tries to persuade him not to take the car. To coax her ex, she says, "I still like you." But just then, the government employee sees a boy coming out of Maddie's house, the one Maddie was with last night. Seeing this, the government employee gets angry and takes Maddie's car away. After this, Maddie was working at the bar, where her best friend's husband also works. Maddie tells him about her problem and says, "My car has been taken away, now how will I repay the house loan?" Then her friend shows her an advertisement for a job in a wealthy family, where they are looking for a beautiful girlfriend for their 19-year-old son, someone who will stay with him and date him, in exchange for which they will give her an expensive car. Maddie learns that they are looking for a girl between 20 and 25 years old, but she is 36 years old. Still, she decides to try because she has to repay the house loan somehow. The next day, Maddie goes to the wealthy family's house and meets the couple who placed the advertisement. They tell her that their son's name is Percy, who is 19 years old but very shy and has no friends, so he doesn't socialize with anyone and stays in his room playing video games all day. They mention that Percy has no experience talking to girls and hasn't even learned to go to parties. He is very simple and likes to stay within his comfort zone, so his parents want Maddie to date him and boost his confidence so that he becomes smart before going to Princeton University. They are worried that if Percy doesn't become a bit independent before going to college, he will have problems in his personal life. Percy's parents were actually looking for a young girl, but Maddie convinces them that she is perfect for the job. Finally, they agree and say that she has to become Percy's girlfriend and make him smart. They also tell Maddie to be intimate with Percy and that Percy should not know about their agreement under any circumstances. After this, Maddie borrows her friend's husband's car and goes to the animal shelter where Percy volunteers. There, Maddie wears a beautiful dress to attract Percy. Maddie pretends to adopt a dog and asks Percy to show her a dog. Then Percy shows Maddie a dog. After that, Percy takes Maddie to the office to fill out a form to find out why Maddie wants to adopt a dog. But instead of that, Maddie starts flirting with Percy, which makes Percy very uncomfortable. He couldn't understand what was going on, so he tried to leave quickly and go home. But Maddie said, "Come on, I'll drop you in my car." Percy replied, "I brought my bicycle," and tried to leave. But just then Maddie picked up his cycle and put it inside the car, so Percy was forced to get into the car with her. At this point, Percy starts to feel like Maddie is kidnapping him. When she starts driving towards her own house instead of his, Percy gets nervous. When Maddie stops the car near her house, Percy quickly takes out a pepper spray from his bag and sprays it on her face. Maddie gets out of the car, suffering from the pain. She tells Percy that she wasn't kidnapping him. She just wanted to go on a date with him, and even compliments him. Hearing this, Percy brings her some water to help wash her face and eyes. Percy then tells her that he wants to go on a date with her too. That night, Maddie takes Percy to a bar, but Percy shows up in shorts, which makes everyone stare at him. Then Percy and Maddie start talking. Percy doesn't drink alcohol, so they both have juice. Just then, a guy shows up, Maddie's ex-boyfriend, and shows them his wedding ring, saying, "Ever since Maddie left my life, everything changed. I've been so much happier." He warns Percy to stay away from Maddie and leaves. Maddie tells Percy that the guy was a jerk, which is why she left him. After that, Maddie takes Percy to a beach where no one is around at night. She tells Percy to take off his clothes so they can go swimming in the sea. Percy gets scared, but Maddie undresses in front of him and jumps into the water. She calls Percy in too. Seeing her, Percy gathers courage, takes off his clothes, and joins her. Just when they're about to do something, 3 drunk young people, around Percy's age, come and steal their clothes from the shore, including their wallets, phones, and keys. Maddie tries to stop them, and when they're about to leave, she comes out of the water completely naked and fights with them. They get scared and return everything. When Maddie gets back into the water, Percy is shaken by her behavior and says, "You didn't need to get so angry." Maddie replies, "If I hadn't stopped them, they would have run off with our stuff." After that, Maddie comes near Percy, but he moves away. This angers Maddie, and she gets out of the water, puts on her clothes, and starts the car to leave. But then, Percy runs up to her and apologizes. Maddie gives him her clothes, and then takes him to her house. Maddie tries to attract Percy again. She dances to bring him closer, but Percy doesn't come to her. Then Maddie asks him to dance like that too. Actually, Maddie wanted to quickly finish the agreement she had with Percy's parents. And once she got the expensive car, she would sell it and pay off her house loan. That's why she wanted to get close to Percy quickly. But Percy wanted to know Maddie well first, so he didn't want to be intimate with her initially. However, he kisses Maddie for the first time. Just then, Maddie's eyes fall on a red mark on Percy's back. Seeing this, she applies lotion to his back. Percy tells Maddie, "Before you came, I always stayed at home because my friends used to make fun of me, and I was afraid to talk to girls. That's why I didn't want to go out." Maddie then tells Percy about her life too, so that a connection could be built between them. After that, Maddie and Percy continue to spend time together, getting to know each other better, and their friendship deepens. They play, hang out, and have fun together. Gradually, Percy starts to adjust to the outside world. Maddie teaches him to enjoy life and live openly. Then, that night, they go to a beautiful restaurant for dinner, where, at Maddie's request, Percy plays the piano. Everyone loves it, and people start praising him. Maddie is also very happy to see Percy playing the piano. In this restaurant, Percy meets a school friend who invites him to a bachelor party that night and leaves. Maddie sees them talking and feels a little jealous inside. After this, Maddie tells Percy that she will be leaving this city in a few days. Hearing this, Percy gets angry and decides to go to his friend's bachelor party. Maddie gets in the car with him and tries to stop him, but Percy tells the driver to drive fast and starts drinking alcohol. Then Percy and Maddie arrive at the party. Percy gets out of the car and leaves Maddie alone in the car. Going inside the party, Maddie follows him in, but everyone there is Percy's age. They see Maddie and call her Auntie, laughing at her. But Maddie ignores all this and keeps looking for Percy. Maddie knows that Percy is in a room with the girl who invited him to the party. But Maddie sees the door is closed, so she shouts and asks them to open it. When they don't open the door, Maddie forcefully breaks it open and goes inside. There, she sees Percy sitting on the bed with that girl. Maddie notices that Percy has become unwell because he has drunk too much alcohol. Here, Maddie takes Percy to the bathroom to vomit. Just then, the parents of the boys and girls at the party come and tell Maddie to leave. So Maddie takes Percy and leaves. While returning in the car, Percy tells Maddie, "I love you, and I want to be intimate with you." Maddie understands that Percy is completely drunk, so this is not the right time for them to be intimate, and she refuses him. The next day, Percy's parents notice that he has become much more confident and smart than before. They are happy about this, but then Percy informs them that he doesn't want to go to university anymore because he now has a girlfriend named Maddie. Hearing that he wants to stay with Maddie, his parents become very worried because they wanted Percy to become sensible before leaving for university. But now that he doesn't even want to go to university, their entire plan is going to fail. Because of this, they call Maddie and tell her that her job is done, she will no longer spend time with Percy, and as per the deal, she can take her expensive car. But just then, Percy goes out to learn how to drive his father's car and overhears the entire conversation through the car's Bluetooth. He learns that his parents had hired Maddie to be with him. Hearing this, Percy is very hurt because he genuinely thought Maddie loved him. The next day, Percy asks Maddie to come to lunch with his parents. His parents try to act as if they don't know Maddie. Percy also remains silent, as if he knows nothing. After a while, Percy receives a call from a friend who volunteers with him at an animal shelter. Percy then cunningly takes the car and goes to the jungle with his friend and crashes the car into a tree, completely wrecking it. He does this to take revenge for Maddie's deception. Percy returns and tries to get close to Maddie, and Maddie agrees. But just as they were about to get intimate, Percy suddenly backs away. He reveals that he knows everything about the agreement between Maddie and his parents. Percy becomes extremely angry and tells Maddie that he never wants to see her again, asking her to leave immediately. Maddie tries to explain that she was forced to do it, but Percy doesn't listen to anything she says. With a heavy heart, Maddie leaves from there, taking the damaged car that was given to her. Percy then shows immense anger towards his parents. He declares that he wants to live life on his own terms and starts playing video games in his room again, just like before. He doesn't reply to any of Maddie's messages or calls. On the other hand, Maddie gets the damaged car repaired and sells it, paying off her house loan. After getting a good price, she sells the house as well, because Maddie no longer wants to live in that city. She decides to move to California. After this, Maddie goes to see Percy because she felt bad for him, but Percy still doesn't want to talk to her. Maddie takes Percy's address from his parents and reaches out to him, but Percy still tries to avoid her. Finally, Maddie apologizes and explains why she did what she did. Slowly, Percy forgives her. Then Maddie tells him that she is moving to California. Percy is happy to hear this and finally agrees to go to university. He packs his bags and says goodbye to his parents. Before leaving, Maddie comes. Then the two of them leave together. This is how the movie ends. So friends, if you were in Maddie's place, would you have accepted this offer? Don't forget to let us know your opinion in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. We will talk in the next video. Bye bye, take care.